Gentleman from Indiana is recognized.
Thank the ranking member for yielding. I'd ask unanimous consent to revise and extend my remarks, Mr. Speaker.
Without objection, so ordered.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Since last summer, I've been among those voices in this Congress calling for action to prevent a tax increase that would affect every American just a few short weeks from now. So I rise with a heavy heart today to say that as I look at this short-term tax deal negotiated by the White House with congressional leaders, that I have concluded after much study that it's a bad deal for taxpayers, it'll do little to create jobs, and I cannot support it. Let me say, though, that I have the deepest respect for my colleagues on the Republican side of the aisle who may differ with me on this issue in the final analysis. This is a tough call. No Republican in this Congress wants to see taxes raised on any American. We all know what we should be doing today is voting to extend all the current tax rates permanently. The reality is that uncertainty is the enemy of prosperity. And simply by extending some of the tax rates that are on the books today for a few short years, we will not create the certainty necessary to encourage businesses to take out loans, to expend resources in ways that will put people back to work. We just know that. I was back in Muncie, Indiana just a couple days ago. I had a banker walk up to me at Rotary. And he said, "What are you going to do on this? Sounds like a tough deal." And I said, "I hadn't decided at that point." And he said, "Nobody's going to come walking into my office to sign a 5-year note on a 2-year tax code. So why are we doing 2 years?" Well, there's election in 2 years. I get that. There are people that, for whatever reasons, want to re-debate this in 2 years. I get that. I just don't get how it actually gets people back to work. And with regard to the spending in this bill, we can help families that are hurting in this economy, particularly during this cherished holiday season, but we can also figure out how to pay for it. And lastly, let me say, the American people have spoken on November the 2nd, Mr. Speaker. The American people did not vote for more deficits or more stimulus or more uncertainty in the tax code, but that's just what this lame duck Congress is about to give them. I think we can do better. Every Republican in this Congress would like the opportunity to do better. And sadly, this rule does not permit us to even have a fair up or down vote on extending all the current tax rates. And I'm profoundly disappointed by that. And so I rise in opposition to this rule, but I also rise in opposition to the underlying bill. We can do better. We must do better on behalf of hurting families and Americans who want to go back to work. And I yield back.
There really is a difference between us. And we've been talking about how much we agree on different issues, but there really is a difference between us. And it's basically this. We don't think the government should be in control of all of this.